What is up guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash Style, and today in this video we are going to be taking a look at 3 different examples of how you guys can use Hog Riders at Town Hall 10 to 3-star any base. So without further ado, let's roll this intro and go and check out these awesome 3-star attacks. And the first one we are going to be looking at is basically just a P.E.K.K.A hog combo. We are going to be using the P.E.K.K.As and a couple of wizards to start off this funnel. We're going to have one on the bottom, one at the top, and then one come in on this right hand side. And this is basically to clear out all of the junk buildings to make sure when we put our wall wrecker, our king, and our queen in, they are going to push straight where we want them. So you can see the P.E.K.K.As have cleared either side. We now have our king and our queen coming in. A couple of wizards also to help these P.E.K.K.As out. You'll see mostly in these style of attacks you'll either have 3 or 4 P.E.K.K.As to start off clearing this side of the base with a couple of wizards in there to help. Now keep an eye on this wall wrecker as it bursts up the top. We are going to rage and heal the bowlers that come out of it to try and get as much value from this this little mini kill squad as we can. So the rage and the heal is going to do so much work for us, allowing these bowlers to completely tear through this right hand side of the base, and the max level bowlers can honestly do a huge amount of work. So you can see they've completely pretty much cleared all of this side of the base, and we are now going to get our Hog Riders coming in from the top section of the base. So we've also had the king and the queen pushing now to the left hand side, and they are going to clean up some of the defenses there. We can probably swag quite a few heal spells there because our kill squad got so much value from just completely wiping out with that war wrecker, and the bowlers coming out. Those max level bowlers, like I said, can do some serious damage if given the opportunity. We have 2 heal spells left here, one of which is probably going to go down right on this bottom section. We don't want to let these Hog Riders die off too much, but we do have a couple of cleanup troops going in, and honestly it looks like P.E.K.K.A is actually going to not even use these 2 heal spells. So it just shows how OP this strategy can be if you pull it off correctly. A poison spell, 2 heal spells swagged in that one right there. An incredible start to start off this video and show just how strong these Hog Riders can be. So let's go and take a look at another example of sort of a different method of how you can also use Hog Riders at Town Hall 10. So the next one we are going to be looking at is of course the Hog Miner combination. So this hybrid strategy, and it's sort of been taking over the game very recently. We've seen it in a lot of different places, but at Town Hall 10 it is just as strong as at 11, 12 and 13. So we're going to be starting off with a baby dragon over here on this left hand side to start clearing out some of these structures for us. We're also going to be keeping an eye on our queen to make sure she goes where we want her to. Going to delay on those healers a little bit just to make sure that Coco Loon can get in there and try and pick up something. Unfortunately it's not able to, but it means these healers will have a reasonably clear path into this base behind the queen. You can see the baby dragon has cleared a decent funnel for our queen, so she should push into the base. We also have that siege barracks which is going to do some work for us. We have a wizard sneaking in there just taking care of one builder hut to make sure our queen funnels into the base and not onto the outside of the base, because of course what Lars is looking to do here is create a really strong funnel to allow these miners and hogs to stick together in a big group and continue pushing on through the base. So our queen now is getting in, she's continuing with that funnel, and she's also looking to deal with the enemy queen and the enemy clan castle if we can. She is going to do exactly that. The queen's gone down, the enemy clan castle is now being dealt with. We've got a wizard sneaking in onto that archer tower just to start chipping away a little bit of damage. We now have the siege barracks in combination with our king coming around from this left hand side, and we need to keep an eye on the clock because you don't want to delay these Hog Riders and miners too much. You want to get your miners in just before your hogs to make sure they take out a little bit of the damage for us, and that they will all stick together and get as much value from these heal spells as possible. Looks like the skeleton traps are going to hold up our miners for a little bit there. The Hog Riders are going to push ever so slightly out in front, and the good thing as well, we didn't have to use that rage spell on our queen charge, so we can now use it on these miners and the Hog Riders over on this left hand side. Of course we are going to be bringing the max level Hog Riders with those electric blue hammers from the siege barracks, and they are going to swing just at the back end here and help clean out some of these other structures. But look at these spells again, double swagged heal spells and a swagged free spell. How insanely strong are Hog Riders at Town Hall 10? It's just crazy. You can see completely wiping out this base. I can't believe they just swagged 2 heal spells in 2 of these attacks. D-Crew, I always pronounce that wrong, showing us just really how incredible Hog Riders can be, as well as Miners. Okay, so we've got one more attack in store, and I believe this is a mass Hog Rider attack. So let's go and take a look. So the last one is indeed a mass Hog Rider attack coming in from Lars, but in this one we're actually going to be doing a little bit different. We're going to be starting off with a Coco Loon here just to pick up any black bombs if we can, and then we are going to be getting our Stone Slammer in. So that's going to push right in here, and it's actually going to die off pretty quickly, but what we're going to do is we're going to rage it up, and I believe that we get Valkyries coming out of this Stone Slammer, and they are going to be able to tear both of the heroes apart and hopefully take down that multi-target Inferno. Oh, unfortunately they are just one swing away from that multi-target Inferno going down, but they've been able to get some really good value. They've also pulled out that clan castle, so it is going to head up to the top of the base, and our heroes will deal with that. But it was very smart play on Lars. He saw that both those heroes were tightly packed together, and that Inferno Tower was in there as well. Obviously we didn't quite get that Inferno Tower, literally one shot from anything and it will probably go down, but nonetheless it was very, very smart by Lars here to try and get that decent value from the kill squad at the start. But mass Hog Riders are going to be going in for us here. The King and Queen doing a good job at just starting off that funnel. We're going to get a few of these Hog Riders in to deal with that Archer Tower over there, and let's just keep an eye on where Lars decides to get his Hog Riders in from. It's going to be interesting for sure. We have 4 heal spells on this one, as well as 1 freeze spell. We've got a couple of Hog Riders just trickling in there, I'm guessing to try and get this multi-target Inferno down. We also catch a giant bomb there, and yep, the multi-target Inferno is going to go down. The Queen's done a good job funneling this right hand side for us, so the Hogs should all stick together in a nice tight group and continue ripping through this base. We did luckily pick up the Tesla on the outside of the base, so we put a Coco Loon, or I keep calling them Coco Loons, we put a Loon down to deal with that. We have 2 heal spells left, one of which is going to go down on the bottom section of this base, another is in the center just to get through that bomb tower. We have another cheeky corner Tesla popping up over on this right hand side, so our Hogs will have to go off and try and deal with that. We have 1 freeze left, as well as 1 heal, which probably could be used on the back end, where I'm guessing there may be a giant bomb sneaking in there. No giant bomb, so it looks like we may actually be swagging this heal spell, unless there's a double giant bomb over on this Tesla over on the right hand side. No, doesn't look like it. So Lars has another swagged spell, a swagged freeze and a swagged heal spell. So the Hog Riders completely destroying in this war for D-Crew, showing us just how strong they are at Town Hall 10. So I would highly recommend, if you guys haven't already, give Hog Riders a go. Any 3 of these strategies are completely viable on pretty much any base you will come across. Obviously they are a little bit base dependent, but have a go. If you haven't already, Hog Riders are truly a phenomenal troop in the game. I would highly recommend you go and give them a go. Thank you of course to D-Crew for allowing me to record these attacks and showcasing them to the wonderful Clash with Style audience. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, leave a comment as well. Have you guys tried out any of these 3 Hog Rider strategies at Town Hall 10? If not, what do you use at Town Hall 10? Let me know, subscribe too, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that might be. Peace.